One cricketer from a tiny fishing village in Guyana had to cry alone in his room after the whole world judged him for a controversial moment that happened when he was just a teenager. But today, that same man plays alongside the biggest names in cricket and has made millions doing what he loves. This is the incredible journey of Keemo Paul, a man who turned pain into power and rose from nothing to become one of the Caribbean's most exciting cricket talents. Keemo Paul grew up in Saxacalli, a small fishing village on the west bank of the Essequibo River in Guyana. This was not just any small village. The island had no running water and no electricity and was more than 30 miles from the nearest road. Imagine growing up in a place where you had to take a boat just to reach civilization. There were no fancy cricket grounds, no proper pitches, and definitely no coaches with years of experience waiting to train young players. The main job for most people on the island was farming and fishing. Cricket seemed like a distant dream for most kids there, but not for Keemo. Keemo was born on February 21, 1998, to parents Rita Paul and David Paul Sportskeeda. His father, David, was a city man who followed his heart and love for his wife Rita to move to the island. Keemo was the youngest of their 4 children, with siblings David Jr., Candy, and Kian. His father always said there was something special about Keemo from the very beginning. For David and Rita Paul, Keemo was their baby and still is their baby. The family had a deep bond that would become crucial in Keemo's journey to the top of world cricket. Life on the island was tough. There was barely any space to play proper cricket. The conditions were basic, with overcast skies, a compact sand-based pitch, and an expansive outfield where fielders would need to splash through water. Dogs would run around barking while children played their games on the beach. But this was where Keemo learned to love cricket. He did not care about the conditions. He did not care that he did not have the best equipment or the best coaching. All he wanted to do was play cricket every single day. The family knew that if Keemo was going to make something of himself in cricket, they would need to make sacrifices. Throughout his journey, the family moved several times to help Keemo focus on his game and get better training and facilities. They moved from Saxacalli to Wakanam to Cornelia Ida, a village in West Coast Demerara. This helped him attend his training sessions in Georgetown. Can you imagine your entire family uprooting their lives multiple times just so you could chase your dream? That is the kind of support Keemo had behind him. After sitting the country's national grade 6 assessment at age 11, Keemo attended the Essequibo Island Secondary School. This is where people started to notice that this young boy was not just good at cricket, he was exceptional. He mastered everything from wicket keeping, fielding, batting, bowling spin, and pace. Think about that for a second. Most cricketers specialize in 1 or 2 skills. Keemo was doing it all. Not surprisingly, he made the national under-15 team and from then reverse gear went out the window, giving rise to his rapid progression through the ranks. Keemo made his listed debut on January 16, 2015, in the regional Super 50 tournament. He was just 17 years old, but the real breakthrough came later that year. In December 2015, Paul was named in the West Indies squad for the 2016 Under-19 Cricket World Cup. This was his chance to show the world what he could do. The tournament started well for the West Indies team, and Keemo was performing brilliantly with both bat and ball. But then came the match that would change his life forever. It was West Indies versus Zimbabwe in the Under-19 World Cup 2016. With 3 runs needed off the last over and the last Zimbabwe wicket left, Paul ran in, did not get into his delivery stride, and broke the stumps at the bowler's end with Richard Gongrava's bat on the line. Mankading out. West Indies won the match and qualified for the quarterfinals. But the cricket world exploded with anger and debate. Some people said it was smart cricket. Others said it was against the spirit of the game. The headlines were brutal. Social media was on fire. And Keemo Paul, just a teenager, was at the center of it all. Paul admitted later that he just locked himself and cried a lot after the incident. He came in for massive criticism for days. People questioned his character. They said he did not respect the game. For a young man who just wanted to help his team win, this was devastating. Paul revealed that the reactions to his Mankading incident affected him mentally. He said that he took it hard, cried a lot, and wondered if he did the right thing, but his coaching staff and everyone else supported him very well. But here is the thing about Keemo Paul. He did not let that moment destroy him. He used it as fuel. The West Indies team went on to win that Under-19 World Cup. And guess who hit the winning runs in the final against India? Keemo Paul. He took 7 wickets throughout the competition. including 2 in the final against India, and averaged more than 40 with the bat for the tournament. In the final against India, he scored a match-winning 40 runs off 68 balls, including the winning run. He ended the tournament with 166 runs and 7 wickets from his 6 matches. He showed the world that he was more than just that one controversial moment. He was a champion. After the World Cup victory, Keemo's career started moving fast. He made his first-class debut for Guyana in the Regional 4-day competition on March 18, 2017. He made his 2020 debut for Guyana Amazon Warriors in the 2017 Caribbean Premier League on August 5, 2017. In October 2017, he scored his maiden century in first-class cricket, batting for Guyana against Jamaica. The boy from the fishing village with no electricity was now scoring hundreds in professional cricket. Recognition started pouring in. In June 2018, he was named the Emerging Cricketer of the Year at the annual Cricket West Indies Awards. In October 2018, Cricket West Indies awarded him a development contract for the 2018 to 2019 season. But the biggest moment was yet to come. His international debut, on March 9, 2018. Paul was added to the West Indies squad for the 2018 Cricket World Cup qualifier tournament after Sheldon Cottrell suffered an injury. He made his one-day international debut for the West Indies against Afghanistan in the World Cup qualifier on March 15, 2018. In March 2018, he was named in the West Indies squad for their 2020 International Series against Pakistan. In July 2018, he was named in the West Indies Test squad for the series against Bangladesh. He made his Test debut for the West Indies on July 12, 2018. Think about this. In 2018, the same year, Keemo Paul made his debut in all 3 formats of international cricket. That is incredibly rare. In December 2018, in the 3rd and final 2020 international against Bangladesh, Paul took his first 5-wicket haul in T20s. In August 2019, Cricket West Indies named him as the T20 Player of the Year. From crying alone in his room to being named Player of the Year, what a journey. But Keemo was not done yet. The Indian Premier League came calling. In December 2018, he was bought by the Delhi Capitals in the player auction for the 2019 Indian Premier League. Keemo Paul was bought by Delhi Capitals for the base price of 50 lakhs rupees. Paul said getting picked in the IPL was a special feeling. He recalled that they were all in a room in Bangladesh, including Nicholas Puran, Ashan Thomas, Sherfane Rutherford, and Shimron Hetmeyer, just looking at it. And when his name came up and he just got a bid, he went down and thanked God for the opportunity. He played 8 games for Delhi Capitals in 2019, where he returned 9 wickets, striking every 18.1 balls. Now let us talk about his lifestyle and wealth. Keemo Paul has a net worth of approximately 7 crores. His salary in the IPL 2022 was 50 lakh rupees. For a man who grew up on an island with no electricity and had to take boats just to reach training, this is life-changing money. According to his father David, the money will make a big difference in the family's life. David said that Keemo has been achieving so much that concerning finances, you do not look at the money, you look at the achievement. He is just in his 20s and they focus on the performance. He came from a small community and it was tough from the beginning, so it will make a big difference. Keemo has played for multiple teams around the world. His franchises include West Indies Under-19, Guyana Amazon Warriors, West Indies A, West Indies, Delhi Capitals, Montreal Tigers, Quetta Gladiators, Hobart Hurricanes, West Indians, St. Lucia Kings, Colombo Stars, Delhi Bulls, and Durban Supergiants. He has traveled the world playing the game he loves. From the Caribbean Premier League to the Indian Premier League to the Big Bash League in Australia, Keemo has experienced it all. Paul said the SPPL definitely put him on a bigger stage of T20 cricket. He added that the Amazon Warriors is just like a closely knit group. It is a family. That word keeps coming up. Family. Despite all his success and all the money he has earned, Keemo has never forgotten where he came from and the people who supported him. Now let us talk about his personal life. Keemo Paul married Shanice Hing in August 2022. By the end of 2022, Paul was a new husband and also a father. He has started his own family now. The man who grew up as the baby of his family is now building a family of his own. While Keemo keeps much of his personal life private, we know that he is focused on being a good husband and father while continuing to chase his cricket dreams. Keemo is a handy lower middle order batsman and a more than decent medium pacer. He is a captain's delight, especially in the shortest format of the game. His playing style is aggressive and exciting. The Guyanese sportsman is renowned for his whippy bowling action and remarkable ability to utilize the long lever effectively to make an impact on the game. When Keemo comes to bat, he looks to attack. When he bowls, he brings energy and wicket-taking ability. This is why teams around the world want him on their side. Keemo has so far played 3 tests, 19 ODIs and 18 2020 internationals, but with the potential in place, Paul has it in him to become one of the best all-rounders in the game. He is still young. He is still learning. He is still growing as a cricketer. The best might still be ahead of him. Paul reflects back how at a very young age he lost his eldest sister Michelle. This tragedy made him stronger and more determined to succeed not just for himself, but for his family. The story of Keemo Paul is about more than just cricket. It is about resilience. It is about not letting others define who you are. When the whole world was criticizing him for that Mankading incident, he could have given up. He could have let the negativity destroy his career before it even started. But he did not. He cried, yes. He hurt, yes. But then he got back up and proved everyone wrong. He won the World Cup. He made his international debut in all 3 formats. He got picked for the IPL. He became Player of the Year. He made millions. He married the woman he loved. He became a father. He achieved his dreams. His father David credits his son's fitness to the natural foods from their own yard. Growing up farming and living off the land gave Keemo a natural fitness and work ethic that money cannot buy. David breathes confidence his son will not be consumed by the impending fame. Given his sound grounding, his graciousness to family, and his humble persona, this is what makes Keemo special. Despite all his success, he remains humble. He remembers where he came from playing cricket on a beach in a remote village with no electricity to playing in packed stadiums in India, Australia, and around the world. Keemo Paul's journey is nothing short of remarkable. He has faced criticism, controversy, and countless challenges. But through it all, he has remained focused on his goals. He has stayed true to himself and his family. He has worked harder than most people can imagine. And now he is living his dream. For young cricketers watching Keemo's story, the message is clear. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter if you do not have the best facilities or the best equipment. It does not matter if people criticize you or doubt you. What matters is your determination, your work ethic, and your belief in yourself. Keemo Paul had every excuse to fail. No electricity, remote island, limited resources, massive public criticism at a young age. But he succeeded anyway because he refused to give up. The richest and finest parts of Keemo Paul's story are not just about the money he has earned or the teams he has played for. The richest parts are the love of his family who moved homes multiple times to support his dream. The finest parts are the character he showed when he got back up after being knocked down by criticism. The most valuable parts are the lessons he learned about perseverance, humility, and staying grounded no matter how famous or wealthy you become. Today, Keemo Paul continues to represent the West Indies and play for franchises around the world. He is a husband, a father, a son, a brother, and a role model for countless young people in Guyana and across the Caribbean who dream of making it big in cricket. His story proves that with enough determination and the right support system, anything is possible. From Saxacalli to the world stage, Keemo Paul has shown us all what it means to never give up on your dreams no matter what obstacles stand in your way. His journey from that small fishing village to international cricket stadiums is a testament to human spirit and determination. Watch till the very end to see how this champion continues to inspire millions around the world.